Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you hear anything you like, go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the page. And for those of you that's been rolling with me, go ahead and hit that like button. Y'all know how we do it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna try to just get right to the point on this one and keep it very brief. I'm just gonna talk about, kind of some of the things that's going on in the market. We know that the market giveth, the market taketh away. The Fed giveth, the Fed taketh away. You should be used to this roller coaster ride by now, okay? So we ain't scared. We prepared. Let's get right into some things, right? Let's look at what's happening. Most CEOs are already prepared for a recession. See here? With plans including layoffs, staffs, and cutting spending on environmental issues, a major survey shows. Okay, and then of course we've been hearing Peloton cutting 500 more jobs in latest bid for turnaround. Now, actually, most people think that there is a recession coming next year. Most analysts do, not Larry. Most analysts think. I think so also. But they're much higher on the pay grade than I am in that area. So this is what we're doing to get ready for it. I'll talk about that at the end of how we are getting ready. So I looked at gold today and it crushed. It slammed. It's down. Which means that the dollar, I didn't look at the dollar today, so don't quote me on this. The dollar is probably going stronger. And I'm going to buy some more gold. Actually, for those of you that are following me, my position now is I am going, I'm still holding all the positions I have. Leave me a comment if you have any metals, silver, any kind of precious metals. Leave me a comment on what you're into. But now, instead of GORO being my biggest, I am actually GROY, gold royalty, is going to be my biggest gold investment. And then, of course, I have GOLD. All right. So that's what I'm looking at in gold. It's down today. I'm buying today. So I also wanted you guys to know about the up and coming hard recession. And I know I talk about it a lot because I just simply want you guys to be prepared, right? A lot of people are going to be stuck in trades when it happens, and that's okay. So what I want to tell you is take profits, take profits, take profits. Listen, the market will probably run up towards the end of the year, right? We're going to have a Christmas rally. We can. The Fed can actually mess that up. But if he doesn't, we can have a run up. So what I'm going to say for myself, because anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, is I'm going to take profits in some of the trades that I'm in, right? And when it goes up, stuff that are traditionally a hedge against a recession will go down. All right, let's get back to Peloton. All right, so Peloton this is actually good for Peloton. Though I'm not investing in Peloton, and it's just not for me. Zoom stock that went up during the recession, like Peloton, because people were at home. I'm just not into these type of plays. Streaming services, where you can have the meetings, anything that made money just because of COVID. Me personally, I'm not into these plays. That's what I consider a black swan event. And so that now they're all struggling. Okay. But for Peloton, this could be a good move because they're operating leaner. So yeah, you're saying, hey, but they're cutting jobs. People are losing jobs. Well, they're operating leaner, like Coinbase and all of these other companies that were way overpriced when they IPO'd. Now they're actually operating leaner, and then eventually, so their price to earnings actually are coming down. Reality is setting in, and at some point they will be at a fair value, and so they just keep falling. And so this is showing me that they are trying to do the right thing now in getting ready for the upcoming hard recession, because we're in a recession. I want to play a video for you. It was, for those of you that didn't see it, it was a video I made a few days ago, but I just want you to see what I'm looking at as it pertains to where I see the S&P 500 going versus where other analysts said that it may go. So check this out. So let's go back and look at this, right? And so 3,500 was an inflection point that we discussed last week, which was a level of support that suggests that, you know, it was a safe zone to start buying under 3,400. I'm sorry, 3,500, actually 3,480. When we get down to 3,200, actually some people say 33. I say my buy-in, like really big buy-in, is I'm looking, if we go here, I'm not waiting until 3,000. I'm going to start buying at about 32, let's just say 3250-ish, right? Because that's the ramp up when the previous president was in the market was doing good and the previous president was in office. And this is not an endorsement for the previous president. I want you guys to be clear on that. That's not me endorsing any president. I'm an independent. All right. So if we get back here, then that is where I would like to start really buying. And that's all right, good people. You guys get it, right? So that is a zone. And as the Fed pivot, I pivot, right? And so that's where I am right now. Please leave me a comment and tell me, for those of you that track the S&P, tell me, where do you think the S&P, how low will the S&P 500 go next year during a recession, right? So we just try to look. Remember, the market looks forward. I played a clip for you. I read a report for you yesterday explaining that the market actually bottoms out months before the recession do. Okay. And so are we just getting for a recession? Larry, I want to get in. I want those hot plays. Well, we're in a bear market, right? The hot plays are they not popping like they was in 2020 and 2021. And so we just got to navigate right now. We'll get back to the hot plays when this is over, but we got to navigate right now, make some money while we're navigating, but protect our investments. Okay. When you buy a stock or crypto, right? Just remember this. The second you buy it, your job is to manage risk. Yes, you want to make a profit, and just think about this. You are buying a company and you're buying the CEO's ability to turn your $1 into $2 or to $3 or to $1.25 or $1.50. All right. And so that's what we're trying to do right now. We're just trying to not hit the ball out of the park, limit our risk, make a little money, and then really cash up and be ready for the worst of it. Because the lower this market goes, and it's been a dumpster dive this entire year, the better off our entry point is. And so I suggest that people go to another broker right now. Don't look at a sea of red every day. Just don't do it. It's not good for your psyche. You got to protect your psyche in a bear market like this. All right. You guys already know 15 free stock with Webull. Download, Moomoo. Moomoo has got 15 free stock right now. Deposit $100. What we're doing, we're just cashing up. What are you buying there? A little gold, just cash. That's it, good people. That's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it simple right now, because at the end of the day, when most people tap out and say, I can't do this no more, it's too much red, that's when the market turns around. As a matter of fact, if you really research, that is what really signals the end of the recession, okay? Because the Fed is going to start reversing the interest rates and start going down once we get into a hard recession. Okay. And so not the very second. I don't think the Fed is going to do that until 2024, to be honest with you. I think he'll be forced to go into neutrality in 2023. So he'll be more neutral because of too many rate hikes and too aggressive rate hikes. And then by 2024, now he could start, depending on how deep the recession gets, he could start reversing by the end of 2023. I just don't really see it. I think he'll start in 2024. Leave me a comment on that. But until then, find you a broker that you could dollar cost average in. Find you a broker. If you got a broker that do it, then that's what you do. And the best way is I like reoccurring fractional shares. So, right, you guys know where I'm going with this. Listen, Weibo has that. They got 6+1 going on right now. Same deal. Just deposit $100. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about that. The 2 links below, my top 2 links, click it. But let's get back to the market. Leave me a comment of where you think the S&P 500 is going to go to and tell me what your plan is. Because your plan, I want to be clear. My plan is not to wait until it gets to the bottom of where I think the S&P is going. It's to start before then, because it may not get to your price. You understand what I'm saying? And for those of you, I said it on yesterday and I'll say it again. A lot of people think this is going to be the worst recession. I don't. I really don't. I don't think it's going to be extremely long. It may get hard now. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Let's keep it real. But I don't think this is going to be the worst recession. I don't think it's going to be as bad as 2008. I know some people are going to be like, the sky is on fire, it's falling. I'm believing that it's going to be a ton of opportunity for us to make a lot of money, right? And that's what I did in 2008. I made more money in the stock market in 2008 than I did any other year. And the only time I made more money than that was 2020. Recession and COVID. Just keep that in mind. Buy fear, sell greed. All right. I had a young lady, her name is Mommy Trader, and she made a video about your boy, right? Let's show her some love and let's get her to 8,000 subscribers. Let's do that. Her name is Mommy Trader. She made a nice video about your boy, spoke some kind words. I'm going to leave a video in this box, and make sure at the end of this that you click that video that's going to be in this box. Leave her a comment and subscribe to her page. Live, love, laugh, and learn.